Hello everyone, I am again here to continue with the next session of Soils of India. As discussed in the previous session, there are 12 orders of soil taxonomy. These orders are classified further on different bases. First of all, we will discuss the orders with unique parent material. Andy soils are weakly to moderately developed soils. After extensive weathering, they may become soils of other orders. There is rapid weathering and mineral transformation in early stages. These minerals form from volcanic material and amorphous clays. These soils are productive when managed well. The amorphous allophane clays have high cation exchange capacity. Histosols are organic soils developed under water saturated environment. They contain minimum of 12% organic carbon if the mineral portion has no clay, increasing to 18% if the mineral portion is 60% or more clay. For soils formed in water, formation of histosols is common in wet areas having stagnant marshes and swamps. There are problems in management of histosols. This may be due to reduction in soil volume with drainage when land surfaces have dropped in elevation. For seedbed preparation, the soil may not be rolled to firm it rather than plowed to loosen it. Vertisols expand and contract because of their high clay content and are difficult to cultivate. Vertisols have deep A horizons vertical movement due to discoloration during wetting drying cycles occurs. When wet, soils are sticky, when dry, they are hard. These soils are fertile with high cation exchange capacity. On the basis of odors formed in unique environment, aridisols, gelisols and oxysols are present, which is described as follows. Aridisols are soils found in dry climates and short period of wetness. A lack of water reduces leaching of basic cations and favors accumulation of soluble salts. Accumulation of gypsum, calcium carbonate, deripens are common features of profiles developed in arid regions. Arid soils are among the most productive soils when they are irrigated and cultivated. Jelly soils are soils of very cold climates that contain permafrost within 2 meters of the surface. These soils are limited geographically to the high latitude polar regions and localized areas at high mountain elevations. Because of the extreme environment in which they are found, jelly soils support only approximately 0.4% of the world's population, the lowest percentage of any of the soil orders. The frozen condition of jelly soil landscapes makes them sensitive to human activities. Oxysols are most extensively weathered soils up to several meters in depth found in tropical to subtropical climates. Due to weathering of primary minerals, silica is lost and such soils are rich in iron and aluminum oxide residues, which have very low solubility. Oxic apipedon is present. Heavy fertilization including micronutrients is required and they have good potential for food and fiber production. On the basis of age, the orders are antisols, inceptisols, ultisols, which are described as follows. In antisols, no developed horizons exist. Antisols are identified by the absence of distinct pedogenic horizons, and antisols range from sand to river deposited clays. Their agricultural productivity varies, and restrictions on their depth, clay content, or water balance limit their intensive use. Incepti soils are soils in early stage of development. They are more weathered and development soils than are antisoils. They are common in mountains and in humid and subhumid areas. Any soil with a plagan epipedon, at least 50 centimeter of artificial soil produced by manuring, is considered to be an incepti soil. Altisols are the most recent soils. They are low in basic cation saturation. They are developed in humid climates, tropical to subtropical temperatures. There is an accumulation of clay, surface horizons dark with humus and a leached layer. Fertilization and liming are necessary to produce moderate to high yields. The orders developed under unique vegetative ecosystem are alphisols, mollisols, spodosols. Alphisols develop argillic horizon clay accumulation due to high rainfall. Natric horizon may also occur. The basic cation saturation is high, more than 50%. And alphisols are naturally productive soils if relief and climate are favorable. They may produce well. Mollisols are dark colored soils of grasslands. They are characterized by mollic epidon that is dark, thick, strong in structure due to organic matter and saturated with basic cations, and they are fertile soils because of high humus and clay content. Spodosols are characterized by surface spodic horizon, accumulation of organic matter, and iron and aluminum oxides. The alluvial horizon above spodic horizon is white in color and is therefore called as wood ash. Spodols form on coarse textured acid present materials subjected to leaching under conditions of high rainfall. Spodosols are not naturally fertile. When fertilized, these soils can become productive. Hence, we come to conclusion that the three orders of soils, andisols, histisols, and vertisols, are present with unique parent material. Aridisols, jellisols, and oxysols are the three orders with unique environment. On the basis of age of development, there are three orders, namely intisols, inceptisols, and altisols. Lastly, on the basis of unique vegetative influence, alphisols, mollisols, and spodosols are the last three orders. All these in combination forms the taxonomic orders of soils. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.